The feeling here at Levitation, it's a really unique experience as a performer, because it's sort of like you're playing to like a home crowd.
I think it feels like, for a lot of people, like a reunion more than a festival. For anyone new who comes along to it, they'll come away from it having made dozens of new friends, and I think that's quite a special thing.
It's the dedication of the fans of the label and the people who actually appreciate the music for what it is, and it made me a lot less nervous playing because I knew that everybody here is going to be so supportive. And that's what it's created. It's sort of bringing everyone in this Castles in Space community together into one space, which just creates a really warm and receptive atmosphere. Everyone's so just supportive and lovely, really. I couldn't ask for a better festival, really.
I think they've got a really warm communal vibe. They've brought a lot of people together from different walks of life and who have a common similar interest and passion for something a little bit off the beaten track. I don't think you can actually put it into a word almost, but we all know what it is.
Everybody's so lovely, everyone's so friendly and supportive and enthusiastic, so we couldn't ask for a more lovely audience and atmosphere.
It's amazing, because we hear really ambient music, and there's just there's no talking or anything. It was so quiet. It was just I do kind of felt the love from people watching it and stuff like that, and it felt like a kind of moment that we had. So yeah, it's really enjoyable.
I think it's a great home for, firstly, electronic music, but also for ideas. And I think a lot of the artists on the label really kind of reflect that sort of perhaps left field of artistic ideas that maybe wouldn't necessarily find a home on another label. And I think if you go through the catalogue and through the different artists, everybody's kind of got their own slightly strange, unique idea about what electronic music could or should be, and I think that's really cool, actually, yeah.
I think their whole approach to putting out music, the way that they deal with their artists in terms of it feeling very like a family, very like a sort of, everybody feels like they're pulling in the same direction, there's you don't get artists who feel like they're sort of separate to it all. We all feel quite like a little community.
Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits that we really have as a label, and something that we try and nurture, is that community aspect of everyone coming together to celebrate, not only the music but also the kind of fellowship of being part of the electronic scene. So we do try and work on that a little bit. So the feeling in the room yesterday was really reflecting that. I think it was like a bit of a coming together of friends that haven't seen each other since the last time this came. We've had people travelling from Switzerland, from Sweden, from America. So yeah, it was a really nice vibe in the room, and that's what we always try and aim for.
It felt quite close, almost like a kind of family vibe. Everyone seemed to be kind of there as a great big family. So it was I was terrified, but eventually, after the first couple of songs, I was like, I feel quite comfortable here. It's quite nice. I was no longer absolutely terrified out of my skin.
It was nice to play in a space that was just so receptive, and to people that are familiar with my music. That's a fairly new thing for me, to be honest.
I honestly don't think there's anything that's going on that's like Levitation now, but it feels like Castles in Space and the synth scene in general is like a free trade hormone. People are in the moment and in the scene. They're excited to hear and excited to listen and supportive and friendly. It's nice.
One of the things about Castles in Space is that the man who runs it, Colin, is absolutely lovely. So I think that he has that sort of thing where he just obviously really, really loves music. It's not a business to him. It's his art. His art is that of curation, and he's sort of bringing this together and showing it to the world. And he's got such passion for it and such kind of honesty and integrity that He's just a lovely guy to work with, and it's, you know, he feels more like a friend than a record label boss. You know,
it's just a really communal, shared experience, and that's, you know, there isn't another audience I've played to all year that feels quite like this.